Who's the most psychopathic person you've ever met? I worked at a coffee shop called Daily Grind during college. We hired this girl named Cassie in March. First day, she showed up 20 minutes early with homemade cookies for everyone. Sweet smile, bubbly personality, remembered every customer's name after one visit. Our manager loved her immediately. The rest of us thought she was almost too perfect, but we figured she was just really trying to make a good impression. She seemed genuinely nice. Within 2 weeks, Cassie had basically become the favorite employee. She'd volunteer for extra shifts, stay late to help close, and always offered to cover for people. Our manager started giving her the best shifts, the morning rush hours where you make the most tips. Some of the other girls were annoyed, but I didn't really care. Then weird things started happening. Another girl named Bree, who'd worked there for 2 years, suddenly got written up for being rude to customers. The complaint came in through our online feedback form. Bree swore she never talked to anyone matching that description, but our manager had to take it seriously. A week later, another complaint came in about Bree. Then another one about our coworker James, saying he made someone's drink wrong on purpose and laughed about it. James was the nicest guy ever. He'd literally give free drinks to homeless people. Within a month, 3 of our best employees had been written up multiple times. Our manager started talking about letting people go if the complaints continued. That's when I noticed something. Every single complaint came in on days when Cassie was working, but never about Cassie. And they always happened during Cassie's shifts, but she was always conveniently in the back or on break when these incidents supposedly occurred. I started paying closer attention. One afternoon, I watched Cassie make a drink during the rush. She looked around, saw nobody was watching, and dumped half the milk on the floor. Then she made this concerned face and called out to our manager that someone must have knocked over the milk earlier. She suggested maybe James did it during his morning shift since he'd been acting careless lately. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She was sabotaging the store and blaming other people. I decided to check our online feedback system, the one where customers leave complaints. Our manager kept the tablet in the back office. I stayed late one night to close and checked the IP addresses on the complaints. I'm not super tech savvy, but our manager's son had shown me how to view that stuff once. Every single complaint came from the same IP address, and it wasn't from different customers at all. Someone was submitting them all from the same location. The next day, I came in early and watched Cassie's opening routine. She made herself a latte, sat in the corner booth, pulled out her phone, and started typing. I walked behind her like I was wiping tables and glanced at her screen. She was on our feedback page, writing a complaint about Bree, saying Bree had been rude and made her drink wrong. I took a picture with my phone. When I showed our manager, his face went white. He couldn't believe it at first. Cassie was his star employee, but the evidence was right there. He called Cassie into the office and confronted her. I was standing outside the door and heard everything. Cassie didn't deny it. Instead, she started laughing. Not a nervous laugh, a real genuine laugh, like the whole thing was hilarious. She told our manager that Bree and James were lazy and didn't deserve their jobs, that she was doing him a favor by getting rid of them. She said it so casually, like ruining people's reputations was no big deal. Our manager fired her on the spot. But here's where it gets really creepy. Cassie just smiled, grabbed her bag, and walked out without saying another word. No anger, no tears, nothing. 2 days later, someone smashed every window of our manager's car. Security cameras caught a person in a hoodie doing it at 3 in the morning. Couldn't see their face, but they were wearing the same sneakers Cassie always wore to work, those white ones with the red stripe. The police got involved, but they couldn't prove it was her. Our manager had to pay $2,000 to replace all his windows. A week after that, Cassie showed up at Daily Grind as a customer, ordered a latte, left a $5 tip, and smiled at all of us like nothing had happened. She even complimented the new girl on her customer service. I quit that job a month later. Couldn't handle seeing her come in every few days, acting like everything was normal. Last I heard, she got hired at a restaurant across town.